was high maintenance by Colin Hanning is a non-release. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. It's been about alright. That was high maintenance by Colin Hanning is a non-release. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the okay, let me try this again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. It's been about alright. That was high maintenance by all right. Sorry about that. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the NXT TakeOver 25th, 2019 live prediction. And hold up. Sorry. 3, 5. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. And as I was saying, welcome to the NXT 25th Takeover live predictions, which will air tomorrow night, June 1st, on the WWE Network. And it's been like 7 weeks and a month that the last time I did a live prediction was for WrestleMania. I didn't do Money in the Bank because my internet was down when me and my pops ordered switch to Dish Network to switch from Optimum to Dish Network when I found out that Dish don't do internet service. So we went back to Optimum and not use Dish. I was gonna do the Money in the Bank live predictions, but I was doing some homework from school, all that other stuff. Plus, by that, I'm gonna be out of school looking for a job and help make my YouTube better. So I did saw Money in the Bank, by the way. Not only that, but including AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view. So before we get to the NXT Takeover predictions, I want to talk about the let's start with the Money in the Bank number 1. All right, the match was good. I mean, all right. My predictions for the Money in the Bank were that well, here's a lot of things that I did not expect at Money in the Bank. My pick was either Naomi or Mandy Rose to win the women's Money in the Bank, but instead it was Bayley. And because of that, and then later on when Becky has to defend both the Raw and SmackDown women's title against Lacey Evans, which she retained, but lost it to Charlotte, thus making her a 9-time women's champion in the process, only for her to lose the title 17 seconds when Bayley cashed in her briefcase. So therefore, Bayley is now a 2-time WWE Women's Champion. She's a former Raw Women's Champion and now the current SmackDown Women's Champion on the SmackDown brand. Seth Rollins retained his Universal Champion against AJ Styles. Kofi Kingston retained the WWE Champion against Kevin Owens, who turned heel the night after the Super Shake-Up. And also, what happened at Money in the Bank? Shane McMahon beat The Miz again by escaping the steel cage when Shane McMahon slid through his T-shirt. And therefore, at Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia, he will be facing Roman Reigns one-on-one. Speaking of which, I'm going to give you some updates. As you know, next Friday, June 7th at 2 p.m., there will be a lot of matches. Some superstars who are going to be competing, and there are some who will not. Let me get to the superstars that will not, who will be absent from the event. It's just like the greatest Royal Rumble and the Crown Jewel event in the WWE Saudi Arabia. Both the previous years, several WWE wrestlers were not authorized or refused to participate at the Super Showdown due to taking place in Saudi. As before, all female wrestlers are banned from the event due to the limited women's rights to have in the country. John Cena and Daniel Bryan, both of whom previously refused to participate for Crown Jewel event in the wake of the assassination of Jamal Khashoggi, Saudi-descended journalist for the Washington Post and former general manager of editor-in-chief Al Arab News channel. And it says that Bryan's reasons to refuse at the Crown Jewel had also reported, including the treatment of the LGBT people by the country. And because of Sami Zayn's ban from the Greatest Royal Rumble event due to his who had previously not been authorized to compete at the Greatest Royal Rumble due to of Syrian descent, as Saudi Arabia has strained relations with Syria in the past, also declined participating at Super Showdown. He was inactive due to injury at the time of Crown Jewel. And Kevin Owens also refused to participate in support of his friend Sami Zayn. And he was also supposed to face Kofi Kingston at the event, but however was replaced by a returning Dolph Ziggler, who has been inactive since January to focus on his stand-up comedy career. Aleister Black won't be going, and the reason why is because due to his body featuring several tattoos with some religious cantations that might offend Saudi Arabians, it is unknown if this was a decision from WWE or request from the Saudi General Sports Authority. One of Black's tattoos depicts Lilith, a female figure in Jewish mythology. In a 2018 interview, he referred to her as the first woman to ever rebel against paradise. The reason she is there for equality for every man and woman, which is the most important thing there is. All right. And here are the matches for Saudi Arabia. There will be a 50-man battle royal match. Participants will soon be revealed. Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. Andrade versus Finn Balor. Roman Reigns against Shane McMahon. Ever since Roman Reigns came on the SmackDown brand, and Shane McMahon had a little issue with Roman Reigns, Superman punching his father in the face for not announcing the greatest acquisition for SmackDown, when Shane criticized himself of what he did to the Miz's father back at Fastlane. And like I said, Dolph Ziggler will be facing Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. Baron Corbin, who became the number one contender to face Seth Rollins for the Universal Champion to replace AJ Styles, who was injured in the process. And also, for the first time ever, WCW legend against WWE legend, Goldberg versus The Undertaker. And also, we will see two former Evolution stablemates going at it one-on-one for the last time. Who knows? The Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton against The Game, the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H. Now, as far as the Money in the Bank results have been gone. In the main event, there were men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which began 7 out of the 8 participants. Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Ricochet from Raw, and Ali and Andrade, Finn Balor, Randy Orton from SmackDown. A replacement for Sami Zayn midway through the match. Maybe it was due to being attacked by Braun Strowman. Okay, during the match, Andrade grabbed Balor and performed a sunset flip powerbomb off a ladder and onto the folded ladder. Ali then performed the Spanish fly to Andrade off to another ladder. Ricochet would later try to interfere with McIntyre Balor, but McIntyre threw him over the ring and into the ladder, which broke in half. And McIntyre was climbing the ladder. Orton put him down with the RKO in midair. Orton would then get thrown into the ring by Corbin. Corbin tried to retrieve the briefcase, but Ali jumped on his back and pulled him off in the end as Ali was about to retrieve the briefcase. Brock Lesnar's music hits, and Lesnar along with Paul Heyman made a surprise return, making Raw's unannounced fourth participant in place of Zayn. Lesnar ran and knocked Ali off the ladder, then climbed the ladder, retrieved the briefcase, and win the match. And according to Dave Metzler of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, said that WWE Universal Championship match was the rare WWE pay-per-view that would fit on an NXT show. None of the other matches were praised. And then on the following night, the Raw after Money in the Bank, Lesnar along with Paul Heyman opened the show and won both the Universal Champion Seth Rollins and WWE Champion Kofi Kingston that Lesnar could cash in on them whenever he wanted, anytime, anywhere. Both Rollins and Kingston then later appeared via the wild card rule and wanted Lesnar to cash on their respective later that night. And what's the worst part about it is that last Monday night on the Memorial Day edition of Monday Night Raw, Brock Lesnar come out with this customized Money in the Bank and added boombox speakers to it, like he's a travel back to the 90s and pretend like, what the hell is WWE doing these days? Well, like, seriously, like, who in the hell would... And then, okay, hello, Ahmed Atef, how are you? What's up? I did not see a text there. All right. Who do you... Okay, you got a question for me. Who do you think will win Gargano versus Cole? Well, to be honest, since the NXT TakeOver in New York at the Barclays Center, I did not expect Johnny Gargano to win. I saw the main event and I fell asleep to it. So you know what? I really wanted Adam Cole to win. So I haven't got to the NXT prediction, but since you asked though, so you know what? Even though by 2019, each members of the Undisputed Era should have all the titles. So I'm going to go with Adam Cole to become NXT Championship. Same with Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly to win the vacant NXT Tag Team Champion, since the Vikings/War Raiders are now on the Raw brand. Since there's nobody to face, it was vacated. All right. To win the vacant NXT Tag Team Champion, since Vikings/War Raiders. All right. So that's who my pick. But and to those of you who are wondering if I saw the NXT if I no whatchamacallit, well, you know, last Saturday I didn't saw all of AEW Double or Nothing, but I did saw half of it. Okay, like Adam Page of the Elite won last by eliminating Maxwell J. Freeman. And the winner of that match will receive a future AEW World Championship, which was revealed by Bret Hart. And my thoughts of the AEW World Championship it looks like a combination of the Impact Knockouts champion combined with New Japan Pro Wrestling's IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Even though it's not bad, but I expect it could use some work. So, all right, hold on. Amanda Taft asked me another question. Do you think Tommaso Ciampa will turn heel on Gargano again? To be honest with you, my answer is no. Since Gargano won the NXT title at NXT New York during WrestleMania weekend, like the two of them have squashed their rivalry when he came while Gargano was celebrating with Candice LeRae, and Tommaso and Johnny Gargano are actually cool now. So I don't think Ciampa will turn heel on Gargano again. Even though that's supposed to be the match, Gargano versus Ciampa for the NXT World Title, but instead they put Adam Cole in it. So now Johnny Gargano is now in the feud with the Undisputed Era. All right. Actually, I'm going to save the results of AEW for last. I'm going to just get this NXT TakeOver 25 matches out of the way. All right. I'm going to start off with the women's champion, Shayna Baszler, which some people have been saying that they want to see Shayna Baszler on the main roster due to the fact that Ronda Rousey is out with the arm injury. So it's going to be Shayna Baszler against Kairi Sane's friend Io Shirai, and that match will be for the NXT Women's Championship. Like, since Kairi Sane got called up on the main roster during the Superstar Shakeup last month, and also revealed as Asuka's tag team partner, introduced by Paige to take the women's tag team champions from the Iconics on NXT. Kairi Sane was given an opportunity, a last chance to beat Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Champion, but due to interference, Shayna Baszler won the match, and Io Shirai came in and helped out Kairi, but got held back by Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir, and Baszler stomped on Kairi's arm in a heel fashion, which is one of the good things I love about Shayna Baszler. And then from weeks on, at the Performance Center, while Shafir, Duke, and Baszler were training, Io Shirai came in and attacked all three of them. And then a lot of the women and the men came in and break up the fight. And then the next night on NXT, after Candice LeRae one-on-one match, all three members of the four horsewomen from MMA or UFC came in and surrounded Candice LeRae when Io Shirai came in and helped out Candice with the kendo stick. So I'm going to pick Shayna Baszler to retain the NXT Women's Championship. And then we got an NXT Tag Team Championship in a ladder match, which were relinquished by the War Raiders, now the Viking Raiders, Eric, a.k.a. Raymond Rowe, and Ivar Hansen. All right, this all started back in the 2019 WWE Superstar Shakeup. The former NXT Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders, were drafted to Raw, and then they voluntarily relinquished the titles on May 1st, 2019 taping of NXT, which aired on May 15th. Though they had one final title defense against the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, that ended in a disqualification after the Forgotten Sons, Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler, and only Logan and Danny Burch got involved, including Undisputed Era members Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. And on the last, and then a fatal four-way tag team ladder match was later scheduled to TakeOver 25 between Logan and Burch, the Street Profits, the Forgotten Sons, and the Undisputed Era. Even though I don't wear Undisputed Era clothing, but I'm gonna go with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish to once again become 3-time NXT Tag Team Champions, first time in their careers. Tyler Breeze came back to NXT and confronted the current NXT North American Championship, Velveteen Dream. So I'm going to go with Tyler Breeze to take the NXT North American title from Velveteen Dream. Roderick Strong will beat Matt Riddle. And also, like I answered Amita's question, I'm going with Adam Cole to win the NXT Heavyweight Championship from Johnny Gargano. So, boom. That part is out of the way. Okay, all right. Amitav said that if Johnny Gargano lose, however, he will go to the main roster. Okay, can you show me Zelina Vega? I love her. Well, I'm using Google Hangouts to as a live stream, but not like OBS or Streamlabs OBS or XSplit, but hold on. All right, now that the NXT part away, before I go off, I want to talk about the that's really grinding my gears is the AEW Double or Nothing that aired last weekend in Paradise, Nevada at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. I mean, I guess, and I'll admit, they put on a fantastic show. You know, the title is amazing. And a lot of fans have been hyping and buzzing all over it, saying that it could be the next company that will beat WWE in the upcoming war. And weeks ago, Stephanie McMahon had a office meeting and getting together the board directors, saying that AEW might be a threat and they could see them as competition. Who knows? Who knows? And also during the when Cody came out during his match against his older brother Dustin Rhodes, there was a throne. There was a throne that Triple H used in his WrestleMania, in his recent WrestleMania match, and Cody went to get a sledgehammer under the ring, went back up the ramp, and smashed the throne as a way to fire shots at the WWE. And according to reception on Wikipedia, John Powell of the Canadian Online Explorer Slam Wrestling noted that Double or Nothing proved without a doubt that AEW is the competition to WWE, the alternative to WWE, in parentheses, the very change that wrestling industry and wrestling fans have been waiting for, with Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, Adam Page, the Young Bucks being the faces of the wrestling revolution. Some fans have been waiting for since March 26, 2001, when WCW Monday Nitro went off the air and WWE brought WCW in the process from TNT, Turner Network Television. A CBS Sports article jointly written by Brian Campbell, Jack Crosby, and Adam Silverstone declared that Double or Nothing felt very much like a historic card that boldly announced a new competition for the longtime industry leader WWE as the successfully built anticipation of the launch of their weekly fail show on TNT. They highlighted AEW's first viral moment created by the unannounced appearance of Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, who appeared after Chris Jericho defeated Kenny Omega as a way of revenge from their match at Wrestle Kingdom 12 last year. And Jon Moxley came to the crowd, and the crowd erupted when Jericho was making a speech. Jericho looked behind him and didn't notice that Ambrose, now Jon Moxley, and also the same guy who did a promo for New Japan by announcing himself as the number one contender, to face Juice Robinson for the NXT United States title at the finals of the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, which I have been catching up recently. And my Bullet Club favorites, my Bullet Club junior weights, Taiji Ishimori, it has 12 points, while Eagles and Phantasmo got 10 points. All right, so I'm gonna pick Taiji Ishimori to win the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. All right, any questions? That you will show me Zelina Vega. Can you show me Alexa as well? No problem. All right, who will win, Strong or Riddle? Like I said, well, Roderick Strong will beat Matt Riddle to give revenge for his buddy Adam Cole, since Matt Riddle has been a thorn in the Undisputed Era's side since losing the NXT champion to Johnny Gargano. So like I said, Strong will beat Matt Riddle. All right. And for Amanda Taff, here you go. I hope this make you happy. Your dream girl, Zelina Vega. Hope you like it. Well, you gotta excuse the brightness. Right. And for Amanda Taff, here you go. I hope this make you happy. Your dream girl, Zelina Vega. Hope you like it. Well, you gotta excuse the brightness. Right. And here's Alexa Bliss, also too, by the way. This makes you happy. Your dream girl, Zelina Vega. All right. All right, let's get that out of the way. Now on to the end. Because of Cody Rhodes smashing the Triple H's King of Kings throne, it caused a spark within WWE. And last Monday night, Sami Zayn was doing a Q&A sessions with the fans and mentioned All Elite Wrestling, which they kind of edit out when they add that clip on YouTube. And that kind of pissed Vince McMahon off. And also, shown on the YouTube video, Triple H was very angry at Cody Rhodes and All Elite Wrestling for mocking the WWE and taking shots Like, I have a feeling by October, who knows? And when SmackDown hits to Fox and leave USA by October to celebrate the 20th anniversary, there's no way AEW might take on WWE. Like, even though there's been a lot of negativity on social media between WWE fans and AEW fans to find out which show is better. I mean, wrestling is wrestling. That's all though. Like, to those of you who made like rest in peace WWE when Jericho, Cody Rhodes, and John Moxley and Ty Dillinger, now Sean Spears are now in AEW, and they don't want their stars leaving the company for the company Cody Rhodes. And also, WWE has been furious at their talents for tweeting All Elite Wrestling, including that friends who now works over there. And because of that, and according to the Newsweek on my phone, hold up, Triple H not only talks about NXT TakeOver 25, but also takes jab at All Elite Wrestling. Okay, ahead of NXT TakeOver 25, Triple H spoke to the press about the upcoming event and the rumor and innuendo surrounding his promotion, including what he thought about a now infamous incident involving Cody Rhodes at All Elite Wrestling's Double or Nothing show, where Rhodes destroyed a prop designed to resemble Triple H's iconic throne. All right. Hold up. And anymore. Okay. After Hall of Fame, AEW took a jab at Triple H. Will NXT respond? During the Hall of Fame, when Triple H and the other DX members got inducted, Billy Gunn said that he can't be fired because he's working with AEW, and Triple H made a joke that's saying once Vince McMahon buys that pissant company, which is AEW, he's gonna fire Billy Gunn too, which kind of upset a lot of AEW fans. And I never would have thought that a created independent company would sign a deal with Turner Network Television. It's like Impact Wrestling signing a TV deal with Spike, Destination America, and Pop TV. According to the Newsweek on my phone, the Hall of Fame with Billy Gunn, there's a moment where you can say there's an elephant in the room, and if you don't mention it, people are going to ask why they didn't. So it was nothing more than that. And to be honest with DX, if you don't do that, it's not us. And to be honest, some of that wasn't planned and things kind of just went along. I don't think about the Double or Nothing incident. For me, when it comes to this takeover, I just want to put out the best product possible. I'm not focusing on thinking about someone else creative or what they say or didn't say or anything else. I'm focused on this Saturday. So I guess that Triple H is kind of ignoring the fact. I know he's pissed at what Cody Rhodes did and how him and the Young Bucks would kind of shit on WWE, even though them and Kenny Omega were handed contracts by WWE to come work for their company, but they're like, nah, don't show up. And they even also took jabs at Mick Foley introducing the 24/7 championship. And to be honest, that belt kind of sucked. And they even released it on WWEshop.com. Like, what the fuck? Nobody would want to buy that belt. I mean, that is not a perfect design. And that is not something no peak, no attitude, or ruthless aggression era wrestling fans will buy. That would be okay for PG era people, but not attitude era or ruthless aggression era fans like me and other people. So I guess Triple H kind of like ignore the fact of what Cody Rhodes did at Double or Nothing just to like take shots at WWE. Who knows? And before his upcoming match against Dustin Rhodes, Cody declared that he would defeat his brother in a way to kill the Attitude Era. Well, the Attitude Era will always be an era that the fans will love, but you can't kill what's already dead, Cody, because it's not just Goldust that has been the heart and soul of the Attitude Era. You got the Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Jericho, Edge, Christian Kane, Undertaker, etc., that has made the Attitude Era in the WWE the greatest era of all time. So I'm still a WWE fan for 18 years, 9 years Impact Wrestling since 2010 of this decade. Ring of Honor for 5 years. Same with New Japan because AJ Styles and the Bullet Club, which I like also. MLW since last year, which I watch also, but I don't discriminate of what's going on in WWE. Even though Vince McMahon needs to get out his head out of his ass for once. And also on the podcast, Talk is Jericho, Dean Ambrose stated that Vince creative sucks. That was John Moxley saying that Vince McMahon's creative sucks. I haven't listened to it, but after I'm done, I will listen to it. And I think, hold up. Okay. No, what is there? Do you think CM Punk? I don't know Alexa Bliss or Zelina Vega's phone numbers. No, sorry. Okay. Do you think CM Punk will return? To be very honest, Ahmed, and to the rest of the fans, even though there's been some rumors that CM Punk is probably leaving the UFC because he has a losing streak since coming to the UFC, and there has been reports that CM Punk dressed as a masked wrestling fan and performed a GTS on a wrestler during his match against Silas Young in Wisconsin. So I don't really know, though. I know it's been 5 years since CM Punk left the WWE. He could just go to New Japan or return to Ring of Honor or join Impact Wrestling. That would be cool. Instead of just going to UFC and just get squashed and beat the shit out of him. But who knows? Maybe we're just gonna find out. I mean, even when I'm playing WWE 2K19, when I want to down something in community creation, I see a lot of people on my PlayStation network community created co-op versions of CM Punk, though. And to be honest, like CM Punk said in an interview, he's done with the wrestling business, so I don't know if he's gonna return or not. Who knows? That's Only time will tell. All right. Okay. Do you think that I dreamt that Johnny Gargano and Trump versus Vince and Ciampa? I'm gonna pass on that question because I have a feeling that Vince and Ciampa is gonna win. And by the time 2020 comes, Donald Trump will be no longer president of the United States when it's been revealed that his election got rigged by Vladimir Putin. So he'll be going to jail with his colleague. Do you think Mr. Kennedy will go to Hall of Fame this year? That's because he's not in the WWE or on good terms with them. I don't know. Do you think Dolph Ziggler will become the longest ever 24/7 champion? Hell no. He'll be better as a 3-time WWE World Champion. That's my prediction of what's going to happen at the Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia. And I guess that's all the time for this live prediction. Thank you so much. Even though I will be out of school by the 13th of June, I will not only I'll be looking for a job, but I'll be continue to do more YouTube videos in the process. If you want to show your support, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out more videos on wrestling, live predictions, WWE 2K, Darksiders, Call of Duty, and I'll be doing Paladins and Destiny Part 2. So I want to wish everybody a happy weekend. I'm your boy Lennox Coleman, and I will get a freeze. As I was saying, it's your boy Lennox Coleman, and I will see you on the next live prediction episode. So thank you so much, and I'll see you there.